No, I know, but yeah, that's fine.
I've never claimed to be a good boy. That light is a long day, 'cause I got stuck in the war's grave. Once with bullets and one's in my head, but you made it so easy to let go. Now I'm on the road, and the shores are deafening. So I will walk with the devil. My rivals, best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no gun at your head. You're finally free. I shook hands with the devil. All this time, best be careful, 'cause when you're already dead, there's no rope for your neck. You're finally free. Yeah, I'll walk with the devil.
Hello everyone, Peaky Dippers. So we've came back to the beautiful city of Worcester. We've come the opposite side of the bridge toll. We've never actually done this spot, believe it or not. We've got Kirsty and Michael on the way. Steve and Alison aren't coming, so they're doing a car boot. I know. Anyway, so we're gonna have a little try here. We're gonna have a little attempt, see what there is, and we'll go back across where we found last week some of our amazing finds. I mean, we had Roman, we had potential Iron Age, Bronze Age kind of stuff. So yeah, I mean, we're in the right city for it as well. So we have heard rumours that there was a medieval bridge, so it'd be silly not to try it, wouldn't it? So there you go, guys. So I'm gonna get the magnet out and we're gonna have a dip and start and see what we can do. Let's see what we can get. Let's hope it's as good as last week. Just a piece of scrap there, guys. Nothing to write down about. Second throw. So we've got a bottle security tag. We've got a piece of ridge off something. Little stabby there, little steak knife by the looks of it. Not too old. I've got the hotels across the road, so just wondering what that was there, guys, but deep in that crud is a little bit of chain, but there is chain running along these posts here, so it could be off that. And we've also got this item which I'll check before we get rid of it. Big piece of bar there, guys. Let's keep going. I don't know what that is. Ain't got a clue. But I know what them are. They're off a skateboard. I think Kirsty found some of these last week, ironically. The other side of the bridge. So there you go. We've got a fishing lead. Always nice to get out of the water. Alright, so we give up. We have decided to move away from this spot. Too much big stuff. Can't get it out. It is just hard work. We're going to go back to where Kirsty had the big key. We'll start there for an hour or something, then we can work down towards the cathedral, or the other way around, we'll see. Oh, I've just found that, it's very uniform, and it's come out from in front of the cathedral. We've moved down here again now, guys. So yeah, I'm going to keep that, because you don't know, do you?
I've just found a little key.
First thing done, can I see that?
Yeah, so, hey.
I don't know if you can see this is quite a large broken drill bit. There you go.
Gone and done it. The Peaky spoon.
So there we go, we've got a bit of bridle wear there, look off at the horse. So that could potentially tie in with the battle that happened down there. So we'll take it back and we'll clean it up.
I think that may have been a latch, maybe, because they're going by the rounded top on that. And I think that's a bolt.
Interesting piece here. Looks like a wheel, an old cart wheel. Lots of crud on there. Give it a good tap off in a bit.
Well, I have no idea again what that is. And like we said before, you know, we have to take them back and get them checked out. So I just got a scope off an air rifle. There you go. Could that be one of that, like that one that Glenn found the other week? You know, the toggle. Could that be another one of those? You know, but he's broken. But could have been. I think that would have been an old knife back in the day. Too far gone. And that. Another one for Glenn to check.
So I've got the flint wheel out of an old army lighter, but not worth keeping it.
I think that might be off a bike light or something. Mirror, I don't know. So take the crud off it and see anyway.
Bike light?
Bike light, I mean, bike mirror. Mirror.
Squiggly piece of metal.
A bike mirror. Bike mirror.
I'll check it.
Maybe. Yeah, please.
So that would have been a lovely big padlock, but Kirsty tapped all the crud off it and it all fell to bits. But yeah, that's really old, that. It was really old. So there's the back of it. It had been quite a decent size one, that.
This would have been a large Victorian padlock dated 1860. But unfortunately, the padlock has not survived. But we have managed to save the brass cover.
Make the most of it before it changes.
Oh no, don't know, it's in the frost.
I wonder where it's gone.
Let's find out for us.
That's the only phone we've had today, don't you recognise?
That's medieval, that is. See ya. Have a
See you
good one.
later. Kirsty's digging the past up here.
Big shovel. Very manky.
Oh, he's going to eat me on the end of it.
What's the yellow one?
Piece of dagger looking like metal. But it's not a dagger. Wrist.
Oh, very interesting. My husband would have.
There we go, we've got some kind of a big cog there.
This is.
I don't know if it's off some kind of old cart or a boat of some kind, I don't know. Hurry up, Marie.
Oh, is it ever?
A big lump of crud. And we've got a machete. Whoosh.
Well, pair of scissors, but they're all intact. I don't know how I've managed to pull them up. In one piece anyway. But there's that. But I've got to try and tap it off because it's got a little pointy bit on the end. I don't want to know what it is. Well, I have tapped my crud off. And yes, it is just a spike. But I needed to check.
That's the bottom of the stirrup. Or it's the side of the carriage step.
Really? Well, got a manky pole with a funny top. But I got that, and Glenn thinks it might be like the step off the side of a carriage, or what else?
It's either off the side of a Victorian carriage for a step, or it's a drain lid.
Or a drain lid. But yeah, look, I've got to check that out because it could be some kind of step. So we'll check that.
After Glenn had checked it, it became clear that this item was far too lightweight and not solid enough to function as a step or even a drain cover. Although it does appear to be designed as a cover for something, the exact purpose, however, remains a mystery.
So you've got a screwdriver and it goes around corners.
In two minds as to what this is, whether it's an old barrel or possibly a heavy duty white pump. More like a barrel air rifle.
Hang on.
With a tiny little key here. Well, what appears to be a key underneath all this crud.
How come Kirsty gets the massive one and you get the tiny one?
What I'm used to, bro.
Oh, and that ball. I've had a nice knife. Well, whether it'll stay in one piece, I don't know. It's a nice old one. Old wooden handle or antler.
I think that might be another small key.
Mostly that.
Well, I've just pulled that out. And if you can see, a little thing on top. So yeah, get that all cleaned up and see what it is.
After taking this back and Glenn removing some of the crud, this is what it turned out to look like. But the question is, what is it? Here is a picture of our find, and here are three possibilities for what it could be. The first possibility is that it's a Roman bell, from around the 2nd to 3rd century. The second possibility is that it's a very small Victorian scale weight. And last but not least, could it be a candle snuffer? So what do you think, history lovers? Is this a Roman artefact, a Victorian weight, a tool from the candlelit evenings, or simply something else? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments.
Got a big thick manky piece of crudded up chain, and then, believe it or not, that's a bike chain in there, all crudded up. Yeah, not much coming out today.
The old weldy ladle. You've got the hook on the top.
That's not really.
Yeah, it's got a bit of a pattern under it. Don't know how old, but it's something.
That's nice, that is, you know, mine. Got a flywheel.
Piece of iron and a disc. There you go, took the crud off. Must be some kind of a motor or a cover of some kind.
Well, I think that's off a bike, but it's metal. It's got rubber on the inside, so.
We always get discs from here, but there you go, another disc. And I don't know if it's a little padlock or what until I clean it up. Or it could be one of them little clasp thing I found last week, but there you go.
What a wonderful surprise Glenn got when he decided to take back what we thought was a mini padlock. Once he'd removed the layers of crud that had built up over time, it was in fact a medieval buckle, hidden away for centuries just waiting to be found.
And I don't like him behind me. When I've got that, again, we'll take it and clean it up. Probably just a nail, but
Got me a drive shaft from something.
A really old car stereo there. Oh, it's a heavy one. And a big old foil.
another one of those plate things. And I don't know if that's a ring or what. We'll take it back and clean it up in case.
Oh, yes.
I just pulled out a lantern.
Yeah, there you go. What will you do with it?
I don't know, to be honest. If it could be restored.
Well, it could. I the glass.
Or restore it, it all
Yeah.
depends.
Yeah. Take a bit of cleaning.
Yeah, it will.
Hold on and off switch. Out of some factory machine, I would have thought.
I've had a nice old key.
Dynamo off an old bike.
No, I know, but yeah, that's fine.
It's a dog.
Well, I think it's a dog pooping.
It's some sort of old speedo, but unfortunately all the glass is cracked, so not worth taking it back.
There's some kind of mount there. They've probably been drilled into the ground or something.
That's all I'm worth. 1 cent.
I don't know what the Latvian currency is, but I've got a little coin there, Latvian, with a crest on and a number 2 on the back. So if anyone knows the Latvian currency. A nice horseshoe, probably Victorian, I would think.
Come on, in there hole.
That suits the day up round, isn't it?
Okay here.
It's a sign.
There's a sign. I've got a little sign here. It says Greenham's Tools, and I can't make out what that says. So let's try and give that a clean up. Yeah, try and trim the edges or something, so it is nearly dropping to bits, but might be able to save that. Oh, you got a sign? What's this say?
You've got one now.
You're too sexy for your shirt, too sexy for your shirt. Oh, it looks like it hurts. Aye,
Is it?
No.
sign.
Oh, not bad.
It's only a sticker. Look.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've got it tonight.
it does, it comes off, you know.
Lucky, yeah. It's doing alright, isn't it?
Yeah, just put that round, look.
Yeah.
Now for the shed. See, as soon as I do it now, I know.
Does it every week, guys? Aye. There you go. It's a nice little sign. I should clean that up and let's see what it ends up like. Oh, Marco! Come to you. Oh, look.
He's got a pot from Woolworths. That's nice. Friends just pulled out that. That's a nice little pot. But to be fair, you could spray it up, put it in the garden, put out some flowers in it or something.
What you got, Michael? What you got, Mike?
Hey? You what?
What you got?
I think it's a.
Oh.
You think it's late? It's warm.
Yeah. We're
It's
tired.
an old horn, bike horn,
He's just an horny bloke.
and the caster.
He's just horny, ain't you? So, found a little radiator there, guys, but I do like that. I think if I clean that up and paint it green, we'll have that for Christmas in the back garden. Yes!
I've just pulled that out. I have no idea. It's got that on the top. So I'll have to check that, see what it is.
I think this is some end cap for the central heating. You see there, this part's brass at the end, but that's steel.
Bit of chain. And this is funny. It's enamelled. It's like off an old cooker or a cooker. That sort of enamel and metal. But not too sure. Could be off a door letterbox.
My best find of the day, I'd say. A nice little rowel for spur. Yeah, do love these. Not sure how old it is, we'll have to check. I wouldn't say it's a mega old, but still a nice find, still an old find.
The rowel Kirsty has found resembles a type used during the medieval period, likely dating from around the 12th to 15th century. This spiked wheel, once attached to a spur and strapped to a rider's heel, was not only a tool for directing a horse, but also held deep symbolic significance. In fact, the term being given the spur was a key part of a knight's initiation, symbolising the transition from a novice to a full-fledged warrior. This honour represented more than just exceptional skill in combat. It also embodied the weight of the responsibilities, duties and noble expectations that came with the esteemed title of being a knight.
Right, we're just going to give you a quick short video which is parts of the old monastery that used to be here in Worcester. Oh, lovely bells there off the cathedral. But as Glenn said, he said he'd give you a bit of a look at the old crypts. There they are, look at that. Dungeons, sorry, dungeons. Yeah, there's one of them.
Even though like this would have been all God, it was also a place of justice. So even though there was good going on with praying and people coming to pray, you'd have also had your capital punishment here, your justice basically. So unfortunately people got put into dungeons and hung and left there to rot, and it was a deterrent. When there was a body left there to rot, when the public walked past, it was a deterrent not to break the law, because it was obviously it's a deterrent. If you're going to break the law, you're going to get hung. And you got to remember, in them days, they got hung for silly things. Even children got hung.
Is that another one there, is it?
So you got one that's buried there, 1, 2 here. I think if you go up these steps a little bit.
So there's just one there as well.
Oh yeah,
You can see that.
There.
It's buried there. And this is actually the archway to the old monastery that used to be here. And there's actually a little door there. Look at that. Can you see?
That goes down.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh, is that
Well,
a big
I
drop?
don't think the video will show through here.
Oh,
But you can see how long they are. These are quite... I mean, you'd have been lucky to be in something this size.
right, let's try and
But
get the camera
you've got to bear in mind there'd have been hundreds of
to
people.
look through.
Hundreds of people forced into there, so you wouldn't have had a lot of room. But some of the dungeons was like for 10 people, and they put 100 people in it. They were stuck together. They naturally had to do the bodily functions all over each other because they was just stuck in prison. Let's have a look up here. We'll go and I'll take you to the main face of the cathedral. So here you've got the main cathedral, which is actually obviously newer than the dungeons. So that's the original monastery, or whatever you want to call it. And then you've got the newer one, which is still old. I think it goes back to the 1600s, this cathedral, if I remember right. So yeah, if that's that old, and it shows you how old the dungeons are. But yeah, you look at the size of the windows in that place, you know, and it's all stained glass. And I bet in there, in the sun, you know, in the sunshine, I bet it's beautiful when the sun shines through the windows. So everybody, there's the cathedral, and I hear you all say, oh, the cathedral bells are loud when you go to Worcester. Yeah, because literally the river's just there. I'll show you. We'll show them the river. So we're going down the steps, we're going back past the dungeons. Yeah. Through the archway. The archway. So the river's just over there, look guys. Literally, on the other side of this wall is where we fish. So when you hear those bells, it's because we're directly in front of the cathedral.
And there's a beautiful archway down here as well, isn't there?
Yeah, beautiful archway. Look at the old buildings there, up Marie.
Yeah, beautiful. And there's actually water levels on the wall.
There is.
Show you as well.
Oh yeah, we'll show you this guys. This is very interesting. So the famous floods of Worcester.
Look at the view, Glenn. Look at the view.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Then you come down onto a public street here, look. Yeah. And you've got these beautiful houses, which are privately owned, obviously. Then we go down these steps. Look at this beautiful house.
Just watch your step, because you're mountain.
Yeah. So we go down these steps here, look. And there's a lot of Americans and Canadians that come here to visit Worcester as well, I've noticed.
Look at that. Look at that picture.
Look at that.
Look how beautiful is that?
We walk back out of here. Now these gates, everybody, these are actually cannonballs. I've got the sunshine here, let's. So these, on the gates, are actually cannonballs. There you go. And they've been welded, obviously, onto the gates here, look. So yeah, beautiful archway. But what's interesting, guys, is there's a line there with 1990, 28th of January. We've got one here, 1998. But up there, we've got 1947, 1886.
If step back and show them all.
Well, I'll step back, yeah, 1852.
I'll show you. The oldest one's on here, I think. Quote me if I'm wrong. And these two, which is November 1852, the water level we went to there.
Yeah.
And February 1852, the water. So that's a bit mad.
That's where the water off the river flooded, and then with the water levels where it got to.
A bit mad, because you've got February 1852, it's there, and by November it's there. So
yeah.
That's a bit mad.
So very big, obviously more up to date dates, 60, yeah. 65, 2019, 2014. But yeah, that's the lines and the levels of the flood. And if you could tell by Marie's, what, 5'4"? Mm-hmm. So you could tell, like, where, let's have a look at the highest one, was obviously 1947, which is up here. 1947, so just after the Second World War. So the poor people had just got over a Second World War, and then you'll probably find that most of the town would have been flooded. So yeah, it's a shame. But people were tougher back in them days. So there you go, so you can see, there's your war one, and that's the highest you got. And that's how tall Marie is. So yeah, you can gauge how tall it is. So anyway, these penguins are all around Worcester at the moment. They go around every city once a month. They have been in Birmingham as well. So we go down onto Cleve Walk. And Cleve Walk takes you down where I showed you. So it's the where you see the magnet fishing video. So we've now got to walk all the way back down to there to Kirsty and Michael. So I hope you've enjoyed that little bit of a part there, guys. And like, subscribe if you love history. We love history. Check your crud. I'll see you back on the video. Right everyone, so we've had a brilliant day again today. Not much in fines, we've got stuff to check again. And last time we went from here and we said the same thing, and we checked our crud, and we had some really good stuff, as you'll see on last week's video. But yeah, it's just been brilliant, the four of us. Noel, Steve and Alison kind of like cuddling each other all the time, saying like, going to go over there. Nah, but Steve and Alison had to do their own thing today. Nigel Perry didn't turn up in the end, so there you go, we was about 50 metres away from him. So other than that guys, like, subscribe to the channel. If I get any finds I'll show them to you. I'll get Kirsty as usual to take photos. Big love.
Bye all, see you on the finds.
The Finds Roundup.
Okay guys, welcome to Peaky Dippers, and thank you for joining us this evening as usual. And we went to Worcester. We had to go back again after we found the Roman spear. So we had some bits and bobs, and it was, every time we've been to Worcester the last 2 weeks, it's been red hot, hasn't it, Maria? Red hot, the weather has. But yeah, we really enjoyed it. We started at the other side of the bridge, but it was just all shopping trolleys, and we just kept getting our magnets caught. We managed to get one up, which Michael put in the van, but too much hassle. We went back down to in front of the cathedral and worked our way back up to the slope, and it didn't disappoint us. We've had some nice little bits. Not nothing to write home about, but all the, you know, at the end of the day, still finds. And we took some scrap out the river. You know what I mean? So, right, I'll show you this first item first, because we'll get it out of the way, because it's heavy and dirty. So this is some kind of a radiator. Don't know where it's off, or what vehicle, or a motorbike, but I did think I was going to bring this back and clean it up and paint it green. Just one of my wacky
in the garden.
One of my wacky ideas, guys. So we'll have a metal tree. So yeah, keep an eye out for that. That'll be a future project. Then Marie found a scope, didn't you, Marie? Mm-hmm. Beautiful scope. I can't see the make on it, but this is off an air rifle. So probably a 2.2, 177, something like that. But yeah, it's a bit far gone, obviously. I don't think we'll be able to hear, I can hear the water still inside it. So yeah, I don't think that's going to be used again. So I just go in the scrap. It's a shame because these sites aren't cheap, to be honest. Then we had a little sign. Now, after cleaning it up, guys, we found out that it was a paper sign. Just like a sticker, really, on a piece of old metal. So it's not an enamel sign, unfortunately. Kirsty, on the other hand, found a nice little Greenham's metal sign that you've seen in the video, but this one, nah, not very good. But still a sign, but a very modern one. Then we've got this thing. Now, when we first pulled this up, we thought this could have been to a step for a Victorian carriage, horse-pulled carriage, but it is very, very fragile. It's breaking to pieces. I can't imagine that would have took the weight of a person. I think it's some kind of lid cover for a drain, something like that. But yeah, it's very fragile now. It's all falling to bits. It's a shame because that would have been really nice if it was cleaned up. Then Marie pulled this item out. And it just shows that things shrink.
Your end's dropped off.
My end's dropped off. Things shrink, he says, to get older. And unfortunately, the wood shrunk and the brass ends fell off. But so this had a brass end on until it fell off. And this is the handle to a screwdriver. We've dated it to about the 1950s, so it's an old school handle. Now it's not because the brasses fell off. Did I pull this up?
Yeah.
Yeah. I pulled up an enamel pot. Again, it's a bit worse for wear, but liquor paint, shove it in the back garden, put some flowers in it.
We have got some other pots like that in the
We
garden.
have. We've got about 3 of them.
Yeah, and that's the smallest one of them, so they'll look nice together.
Okay. So we'll see what comes of that. This would have had a lid on at one time, look, because the little notches there for the hinge. Then I had a big piece of crud, and that was stuck in it. Well, that's an old fence topper. And it looks like it's unfinished, it's weird. Or it's just really old and it's wore away with the water over the years. So that's that. Found a pair of scissors for Marie's toenails. I don't think they're going to be strong enough. But yeah, them are...
Very rare you get a complete pair of scissors out.
I know, I usually get the scissors.
Only one, eh?
I usually get a scissors, but now I've got the scissors. But yeah, so... Bring everything back to show you. Found a knife with an antler handle. I've managed to get the knife out, but the tips snapped off. So, it's alright, it's an inside joke. But there's no more bits in there I can get out. So yeah, it's too far gone. It would be nice one day to have a knife that comes out all intact.
The ends are falling off.
The ends are falling off everything. This thing here is a key with a hoop on, but if you can see that there, it's like as if it's a spanner. It's been made into a spanner, and oh, I'm not having a good day today, guys. So that's a key that was like a little spanner. So if it's like a little multi-tool key, we did find a key in church, say, that we give to Aaron that flicked out. It was a little knife, wasn't it? Yeah. So that's probably some kind of novelty little key. There we go. What else we got? This thing here. Now, every time we Google lens it comes up as a Roman key. Now, if any of you metal detectorists are out there and you think that's a Roman key, please let me know. I won't throw it away just yet, because no matter what I do, it keeps coming up as a Roman key. And I might look, if I throw it, it will be a Roman key. So, please let me know, guys, what you think to that. Then we pulled up this little nugget.
It's like an acorn, isn't it?
Yeah, and I put this onto a certain group. Big shout out to Tony Robertson. He's helped me out with a few things. We haven't got dead on answers yet, but we have with this one. So this is a piece that goes onto electric fence.
See, now I don't think it is.
It is. It's an early one. It's a metal one. And what it goes onto a corner, so a piece of wire would have run that way, and then a piece of wire would have run that way, and it was there's plastic versions of it now. There you go. Anyway, if I'm wrong, it's only what I've been told. Then I found a lovely padlock, but again, I tapped it, I tapped the crud off. It was a very hot day, it dried out quick, and as soon as I tapped it, it fell to pieces. But rather than throw it all away, I kept the brass bits, because these look lovely with your keys in your picture frames. So there we've got a star, and we've got approved tumbler lock. Now these big in the 1860s, but funny enough, I don't think you'll see it on here. There is a 69 on the back, just below my finger there, a 6 and a 9. So is that the date, 1869? Is that a little date, just to let you know when that was running from? There you go, that's that. And we've got the escutcheon to it as well. Again, they look lovely with your little key collection. And talking about keys, I had 3 keys, but only 1 survived.
Oh.
Because there was the old keys, and as soon as you go to clean them, they break up. But this is a nice little solid key here. That's nice and old. Nice to go in a picture frame with the escutcheon and the cover there. Then I thought I pulled up a padlock mirror, and it wasn't a padlock mirror.
No, it wasn't.
No, because it had got the hoop showing and a big ball of crud, and it was, guys, this. I don't drop this one. This beautiful buckle. Now we've dated this buckle because we've got a buckle book. A buckle book. We've got a buckle book, and we can get the dates of these buckles, and we have found that this is medieval. So you can tell a lot by the buckle and the way that the pin is fixed onto the buckle. So that's a nice early one. Very happy with that. Then last but not least, now this is the mystery that Marie's given you to solve, but we've kind of been given the answer, and we think it is. So I found this in a lump of crud, guys, right? And as you can see, it's got an hole through the top there, for that top little flap, and it's hollow. Now, I was thinking, is it a bell of some kind? But it's too thick and it doesn't ring right. It doesn't ring. So like if you used to hang it, it's too solid. We are thinking that this is along the lines of an hinged candle snuffer. So if there was a candle quite high up, just above head height, this would have been on a little hinge onto a stick, basically, a handle, and then you'd have put your candle out with, and the weight of it, to be fair, would have just put the candle straight out. So yeah, I'm thinking that's a little candle snuffer, but if it is a candle snuffer, the nearest one we've found, again, is medieval, but Worcester has produced some brilliant stuff for us. We had the spearhead the other week. We've got a box of stuff that's gone to the museum. We are just awaiting them now. So you go to these rivers, guys, on holiday, or you go for a walk along them, and you look at the water and the swans on the water and that, and you never think, what's under that water? You know what I mean? So it's proved to us that Worcester has really paid. It's really paid. So I think that is all the items for this week. You want to say anything, Maria? I can see you going.
No, but you're out on Saturday this week, aren't you?
I'm out on Saturday this week, so I will go live on Saturday. There's going to be me, there's going to be the Peakies, except for Mr. Fox and Marie. So you'll see where we are anyway. We're doing something slightly different, but we can't wait. We can't wait. So we'll do a live from there, and she'll see you on Saturday on the live, and if not, Thursday on the next video.
Yeah.
Yeah. So big love, guys, and take care of yourselves.